Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close ranks! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours!
My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
Hello everyone, we're back today. We're working on not this rogue, which is my main rogue, but we'll be working on the other rogue today. So we have to switch realms over to Fizzcrank, which is actually part of the same connected realm. Alright, so we last left off in Dragonblight at Star's Rest, so we are going to do the couple quests around here. There's, might wait on the Ice Mist Village one. Follow the Crusade. I don't think there were any Horde quests in that area. I'm trying to remember. Either way, let's do Rifle the Bodies. Whoa. Okay, that was pretty quick and easy. Don't mind me, I just realized my laptop doesn't have a restream chat up, so I can't see the chat. And today connected to all 3 channels, so maybe when people say stuff, I'll be able to actually see it.
Well met.
First body, I like that. Quick and easy. Alright, so bracers are solid up. More agility, more stamina, and it has a secondary stat. So yeah, definitely an upgrade, even though it's a secondary stat that you don't shoot for, but... Alright, so now what we do... Don't mind me, I'm just roguing. No, the kick was on cooldown. That's why it wasn't very responsive. It was on cooldown. Why aren't I skinning these guys? Could totally get some Borean Lunder. Yeah. Sorry, can't talk. Was it supposed to kill them yet? Probably not. But it's experience nonetheless. That totally did that poorly. But whatever. I only need one more. Let's skim this guy too. Okay, so I have to find the remains, so down here. Ow. I have to be inside the thing. It's been a while, I don't really remember. Okay, so I have to find the remains, which are down here. Alright, so that's what it was. Alright, so let's... We've done those quests, let's go turn them in. Coffee. Most important meal of the day. I realize now that the stream says Grizzly Hills and I'm in Dragonblight. I guess I'm just going all over the place right now. I'm just trying to go to places where there's alliance specific quests. Because well, I've already done all the neutral ones and all the horde ones, so I may as well do the alliance ones. So I have to go kill our Arcanimus, who's the guy that's way down there. Okay. I think the Horde has a version of these quests too. Alright, where to now? Back to Star's Rest? Maybe to go up to Ice Mist Village? Or go back to Winterguard Keep?
Greetings.
Alright. That's an upgrade. That is not.
Farewell. I am honored.
I'm not messing around with the auction house, so I'm just gonna vendor everything rather than just try and figure out, okay, what can I sell in the auction house? The thing about selling stuff in the auction house is a lot of people tend to undercut so much that, like, they undercut to an extent where after the auction house cut, they would have made more money just vendoring it. And that's the point where you're flooding the market.
Be careful.
I haven't really done shit with leatherworking. Look how few patterns I have. Image of Archmage Modera.
Light be with you.
Alright, projections and plans. This is a teleportation device. If I had to guess, I'd say it leads to the Surge Needle platform floating above Moonrest Gardens to the west. I need you to use it to investigate what's up there. It appears that the device works both ways, so you shouldn't have to jump off. I expect once you teleport to the top of the Surge Needle, there will be some sort of apparatus on it to observe. You should be able to use the teleporter from anywhere within the garden. Sorry, I could just fucking fly up there.
Safe travels.
I just swore, didn't I? Those things just scare me, even though they're not going to kill me, but... Okay, I can just fly down now. Avoiding the Nexus Guardian, of course.
Ishnu, you need something?
Focus on the beach. The Mage Hunter forces are active on the glittering strands to the south of Moonrest Gardens. My guess is that you'll find a heavily guarded focus on the beach and a captain who is in charge of it. No doubt the captain will have some sort of controlling device on their person. Get the controller and use it on the focus. With any luck, we'll be able to get some more information about what they're really up to out there. Okay, so let's go down there and do stuff. Do stuff. We are going to go down there and do stuff. Okay, so he was supposed to drop something, right? Now there's a focus wizard on the other side. That's the issue. Yeah, this is the ring. There's Ice Crown, that shadow off on the horizon right there. Sometimes the stream gets all wonky and gets all choppy while the game is running fine for me. That was not the case now. That was actually the game getting choppy for some reason. I'd been noticing the stream would get choppy occasionally, so I wondered if maybe enabling hyper-threading on my CPU would help with that a little bit, but I don't know. I just seem to notice OBS with the... I probably should update OBS, but with the new psychoacoustic encoding with the RTX series cards seems to get really choppy periodically. I never noticed that with my GTX 1070, but I do with the RTX 2070. Alright, there's a quest over here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's a dryad. It's not only the night elf race that has been impacted by what the blue dragonfly forces have done. The ancients of the Lothalor woods to the southeast have been affected as well. Some have been corrupted, avoid them at all costs, but most can still be saved. However, the treants of the woods seem to be immune to the magic seeping through the land and the arcane worms that have come with it. Ask the treants for the bark and feed it to the ancients. Hopefully that will be enough to save them. Alright. So. Alright. So we have to go get the bark of the walkers, and we have to get ley line focus information there. Alright, so treants, we have to talk to them, right? Yeah. They have a lot of health. That was a short cast. Usually by the time my finger moves to the button and I press my interrupt button, it's already gone off once you factor in network latency. Talks with that guy. Because I think we need 3 barks. Yeah, you need 3 barks. Did it again. I always do that when I do kidney shot. I need to find another treant. Alright. I need one more treant to kill and take their bark from. There's one. Oh, why is it getting super choppy? How did he just give me his bark? Yeah, he just gave me his bark. Alright, that's those 2 quests done. My frame rate is like crap now. Yeah, we're sitting at under 60 while we were in over parts of that area.
Need help? Be careful.
Over here. Alright, what next? What next? What next? Search Indulay Village. That's from Milwaukee Harbor, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back to Winterguard Keep. Change things up a little bit. It's not very efficient, but... That area up there, above all those waterfalls, for anyone watching who's not familiar with the game, is Wintergrass. Wintergrass was a max level player versus player zone. As soon as you go in there, you get flagged for player versus player content, and you can tell you're flagged because you'll see a little Alliance or Horde crest on the side of your portrait right there. So there would be battles every 2 hours, I want to say it was. And the faction that controls it, you know, has access to Vault of Archivon, which is a level 80, you know, very simple raid that gives PvP and PvE gear. So it was a good way to get your tier sets. And every time they had a new tier, they got a new boss to the raid, and with ever increasingly complex mechanics. There is a mount in that zone from the bosses in there, and I actually got... That was one of the few mounts that I was lucky to get fairly early on, and way back before they had all the individual loot that they do nowadays, you actually had... The whole raid had to roll for it, and you had to have a master looter or whatever. You know, this is actually... I got it before even looking for dungeon came into the game. Way back when you actually had to manually form your groups, because it was somewhere in the middle of Wrath of the Lich King that they added the Dungeon Finder. I personally think Dungeon Finder and Raid Finder were great additions to the game. There's a lot of people who would say otherwise, but I think I'm fully on board with them, in spite of how bad the community can be. And you know, I think a lot of the problems with the community of the game so far these days just stems from the fact that the game is old. You know, everyone's made their connections, everyone has their friends, everyone has their guilds, so like people don't have a need to form a community like on the realm anymore. So it's just the game has evolved, matured beyond the point where people needed to work together with random strangers, because there are no random strangers anymore. So someone who's a new player now is going to be inundated with people who know each other, and that's going to turn them away, and that further drives away new players. And you know, it's a positive feedback loop. It's just a situation where the game really is very stagnant, I guess you could say. These should be all group quests, or did they change them so they're not? It probably would have been group quests back in the day, but they're not now, because I remember them taking a lot of group quests and making them not group quests some time ago. It might have been during Cataclysm. Except for that one quest that I have where it's like, I'm gonna need help with it. I don't know, I stopped doing it. I don't know how I managed it on my rogue. I think I had to use very clever CC. I need to find 2 more, like, guys near 2 more trapped villagers. Here's one. If you're wondering why I'm not using 5 combo points when I use this ability, Nightblade, it's not about the dot, because nothing's going to live long enough for the dot to fully tick out. The reason why I'm using it is because it increases the damage of the Eviscerate that follows up, which has very front-loaded damage. It increases its damage by 15%. And I'm using Mark for Death for the Eviscerate, or most of the time I am, so that it's a 5-pointer with 15% extra damage from Nightblade. I need to kill one more Geist. Should be everything, I think. Everything over here, at least. Nox Ramus.
Hello. Be careful.
Soldier. Light be with you.
I should have named the stream Dragonblight, honestly. Alright. Do those quests next. Oh, there's one to find Durkin. Over here somewhere.
See you soon.
Alright. Oh. Quest in here, then. In the crypt. And someone else down here. looks like... Oh, Felzan? Ah, liches all look the same. Like, literally, it's all the same model. Wait, whoa. Oh, come on. Okay, that was annoying.
Well met. Be good.
Alright, so what are we doing now?
Your legend grows. Our work has just begun.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Where are we trying to go? Scrying orb. Where's the scrying orb? Scrying orb. Memories of the past haunt this land, shouty are. I hear cries of the falling echo across Northrend calling me. Arthas left a terrible imprint on everything he touched. Only wither and decay remains in his wake. It is important then for us to study the past so that we may better know our enemy. Perhaps untold truths shall surface that could help in our campaign. First, you must recover my scrying orb from the town hall. To this tower and turn left down the path to reach the town square. Oh. Damn it. Oh, I swore again, sorry. That's the reason why, on any platform where I can, this is an 18+ stream. It's so hard to pool energy as subtlety because the energy regeneration rate is so low. To explain why that's difficult to do is because my main is an outlaw rogue, and outlaw, the spec pace is, and it's a high level outlaw rogue, the spec pace is very high, so you pretty much have to use every global and spend energy as soon as it regenerates, which is a lot faster than this spec. So it's kind of hard for me to pool and manage energy on this because of the pace of it. But on the other hand, I think outlaw is too fast because when you overflow so much energy as you do with the spec, it kind of makes energy management meaningless, and that's one of the most important aspects of playing a role is energy management. It's been that way since vanilla, and that's one of the reasons why, like, Blizzard has said themselves that rogues are one of the most well-designed classes, and I agree with that respect. They become constrained by resources, such to the point that resource management becomes exceedingly important. The only other role that's like that are healers, and eventually they made it so that, like, that mana management was, like, irrelevant. That's one of the reasons why I really liked Cataclysm Heroic Dungeons. Like, at launch, they were challenging. Hey Epiphany, how are you doing?
Safe travel.
Alright, so now we have to go find... Okay, so we have to go on the Winterguard Keep. Which quest should we do next? Understanding the language of death. I would imagine the dead are not too talkative, so... Prison. The prison's down here.
How are you? Good day to you.
So you're not going to lurk today? One of the things Blizzard tried to do with this expansion, like one of the things about Burning Crusade that they saw a shortcoming for storytelling was Illidan and Kael'thas were the main enemies of the expansion, but you never really saw them, and they decided to change that for Wrath of the Lich King. So there's a lot of quests throughout the course of the expansion where you got to see the Lich King, and he played out in the story. I'm probably not going to do the full storyline of this zone, Dragonblight, because a lot of it is not faction specific, and I'm trying to do all the faction specific stories. But
You need something?
oh, fucking Christ! Oh, I swore again. Because he came in, and I have to wait until this whole spiel is over before I can do it. Like, this is something they fixed later on in the game where I would see a different NPC than the other players in this area, and I would see different dialogue so that I could turn the quest in when it's done without having someone starting the whole thing all over when I get here. You can see how this would be a problem. Yay. I want to do a dungeon, but I told myself I wouldn't do dungeons on this character.
What can I do for you? How are you? Good day to you. Hello. What's your problem? Quit it. Forget something? Knock it off. Hey there. You need something? Hey there. How are you? You need something? What can I do for you? What's your problem? Quit it. Forget something? Knock it off. Hello.
Yeah, if you repeatedly click on an NPC, they will
How are you?
they will have an annoyed speech.
Hello.
This comes back from like the early RTS games.
What's your problem? Quit it.
Oh, I guess I have to turn it in upstairs? Maybe if I paid attention.
You need something? Be careful.
Maybe I was doing... Oh, there we go.
Good day to you. See you later.
Oh. I have to watch it again. Ugh. Okay. Well, the reason why I'm not doing dungeons is because I intended on this character to be leveled at a pace Blizzard intended by not doing dungeons, not using heirlooms, which give a bonus to experience. Dungeons give a lot of experience, like per run. Like it's a high experience per hour. The fastest way to level is actually doing what I'm doing, questing, and unless you get this same thing you have to watch 4 times. And being in a guild gives you a bonus to experience. So this character is going to be no dungeons, no heirlooms, no guilds. It's intentionally to slow down the leveling process so that I could actually just experience the story. It was not meant to be a fast leveling experience. I've been working on this character for like 2 years. I've also spent a good chunk of this year not actually streaming or playing WoW because I've been busy doing other things in my life. Going to concerts, going to zoos, going to parks, spending time with friends, not spending time at home playing WoW. But if you want, I can pause the stream briefly when I'm done with this character so that I can have a separate video to archive for video on demand. Then start a new stream on my main character and do like a random heroic or 2. Eventually I'd like to level and live stream an allied race rogue. That one is going to be an assassination rogue, which is the other spec that I don't have any streams of. And that character will use dungeons and heirlooms because it'll be more about just ramming the thing through, because in order to get the heritage armor, you need to actually level all the way up to level cap. And at this point, it's not going to be about the story. It's not going to be about the experience. It's going to be about the heritage armor, which means I want it to be done as quickly as possible.
Fate smiles upon us this day. By the light, the first strike belongs.
Oh, they upgraded. They might actually be... They're not, but they could have been if it was a different stat, maybe. No, it's just not enough of the secondary stat to be better. Not even that much more stamina. It's not much more of anything. The reason why I did that is because these are unused trinkets, and unused trinkets don't do anything if you don't use them. And since I'm just leveling and they're going to be throwaway trinkets, I have a macro that will use whichever one's available to use every time I hit backstab. That's what that macro does. It's so that I'll actually get the most out of them. They may not be available for quest bosses, but that's okay. Let's sell some stuff off and repair.
I have many, many wares.
Okay. What's these quest items for? We have to go to a mining area for some quests. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I don't get anything new till level 80, or 78 actually. I get Mastery at 78. Yeah, and then Cloak of Shadows at 80. Cloak is really powerful cooldown. Cloak of Shadows provides a moment of magic immunity, it's about 1 second, instantly removing all harmful spell effects. The cloak lingers, causing you to resist harmful spells for 5 seconds. So here's the thing about that, like, instantly removing all harmful spell effects. It will remove some spell effects that healers can't remove. And it'll immune some things that, like, it'll bring utility that some other classes just can't bring. The only other class that had a similar level of utility as Cloak of Shadows would have been Death Knight's Anti-Magic Shell, and even they didn't have quite the flexibility that Cloak of Shadows did. It's a really powerful spell and really, really, really strong for, like, niche tasks in the hardest difficulties of raiding. So rogues are a class you want to bring because of what they can bring to the table. There was a time when they brought, like, top-tier DPS. They've been middle of the pack for a while now, because whenever they're top tier, people complain. The problem with rogues in WoW is when they're really good in PvE, they're godlike in PvP, and people will complain about them in PvP, so their PvE sacrifices because of all the PvP players. They're hard to balance between the two aspects of the game, just because of, you know, if they're doing a lot of damage, but they also have a lot of control. So if they have damage and control, you can see why that's a problem. So what are we getting into the mine shaft? There's not many enemies in here. I think another player should be down here. Somewhere. I need new weapons soon. Mine are starting to show their age. What item level are they? 76? Not great, not terrible though. Just did poor energy management right there. Like, I got 5 combo points without enough energy to immediately cast Eviscerate. And the reason why that's a problem is because auto attack crits will give you a combo point every 2 seconds or something like that. And if that happens, I would overflow combo points, and that's lost damage. Because rogues are a dual resource class. They have energy, which fuels both combo point builders and combo point spenders. Then they have combo points. Combo points are the red dots there, and the yellow bars energy. So resource management means managing both combo points and energy, because the combo point builders, which in this case would be like Backstab and Shadow Strike, etc., etc., they're far less energy efficient than finishers are. Finishers do a lot more damage for the amount of energy spent because they cost less energy and do a lot more damage than the builders. So it's really important that you don't waste combo points. Or energy, for that matter. I need more strange ore. 3 more strange ore, then 7 more miner's cards. Hey native, how's it going? Yay, level 73. Should be the last ore. Yeah, I haven't really been streaming much this year. Alright, what next? We need to get more minus cards. Can't sap the undead, so I'm going to wait till he patrols away from the other guy. And Shadow Strike strikes again. Wow, I'm just doing that a lot today. Yeah, the stream should look better than they used to because I have an RTX 2070, and one of the features added to the RTX 2070 is psychoacoustic or psychovisual. So instead of actually going for the numerically better stream quality, it actually goes for something that looks better. On paper, like through, analysis, it would not be as high quality stream, but it takes, psychology into consideration. I need one more minor card. And there it is. Side entrance. Oh wait, there's 2 more things I have to do? Okay, so how do I destroy the mine shafts? Where are the Winter Guard mine bombs? This is why I play Rogue. You can sneak everywhere. There's the mine bombs. Okay, where's the appropriate entrance point? Here? This must be the lower entrance. Alright. Let's go kill some Onslaught commanders. Yeah. Ashwalker left, and someone deleted or G-kicked a bunch of characters afterwards. All of my characters have been G-kicked. My rogue is back on Agrimar now, but I never rejoined the guild after coming back to Agrimar, so my rogue is a free agent now. All my alts are not in the guild. If you want to get invited back into Covetous, contact Kyra, because Kyra's the GM now. One of the commanders, and there's another one down here. The third one's down there. Yeah, he used to be an elite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, not all of my characters were in Covetous. I had a few characters that were not. Like, I think I have a couple characters in my bank alt guild. My bank guild. Having a bank guild is nice, because then it's not just about your bank alt's storage space. You get a whole bank, a whole guild bank for it. And that's a lot more than just a character. I keep most of my gold on my bank alt too. My main rogue, I only keep about 50,000 gold on him, and the bank alt has the other, 800,000 gold on it, or 850,000 gold. All in all, between all my characters, I probably have pretty close to 1 million gold. See ya. Have a good one, native.
Greetings. Farewell.
I'll come back and do that at a later date. I'm gonna go turn in all these quests and then probably call it.
Greetings.
Oh, new dagger. Cool. Oh, it upgraded to epic. That's even better.
Hi, how are you? Alrighty then.
Alright, I think that's about it for tonight. An hour and a half. I usually do between an hour and a half and 2 hour streams. There's another quest to turn in.
We are the sons and daughters of the Alliance. When next we meet,
Okay, Griffin Rider one. That one's pretty easy. Let's do that one.
Well met.
It's a vehicle quest. Those are always fun.
Be careful.
Oh, wait.
Light be with you.
No, that goes to a different place. Never mind. I thought it was going to be one where you had to bomb things with a griffin over there. Where is Thorson's post?
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance. What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Oh, you just hop on the griffin. Okay, never mind.
talk to me.
Saboteur's Wrap. Not an upgrade. Oh, here's we get where we get into tanks and mow shit over. That's what I was kind of thinking we'd do. Where do we drop off the... Oh, the mausoleum. Oh, that's the mausoleum.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Great to meet you. Keep your feet on the ground.
You know something? I'm just going to log out here because I don't want to have to travel back over here when I come in next time. So we're going to end the stream right here. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and the like and the subscribe and all that stuff. And I will see you who knows when. Thanks for coming by.